What's going on, guys? My name is Mitch Robs, and today we have another Twine Peaks Storm Shield Defense amplifier. So, the amplifier that we're going to be going over is Pit Amp. If you don't know what Pit Amp is, it's literally the amp in a giant pit. How do you not know what Pit Amp is? But I've seen a lot of people give up because they can't figure out how to do Pit Amp. That's one of the most common questions I get is, yo, Mitch, can you build my Pit Amp in Twine? I need help with it. So I'm going to help you guys out with that for Storm Shield defenses. This isn't probably going to be good enough for an endurance build, but this is intended for Storm Shield Defense 10. So we're going to go over to Pit Amp. It's this giant amp in the pit right here, right? I need to clear some of those builds out real quick. I was just sketching my tunnel. But we're going to build for the husks that are going into this pit. Which, I mean, realistically, if you're looking at it from like a normal person's point of view, or like a player who's new to this game, they're thinking, okay, so once the husks are down into this pit, how do I kill them? That's what you shouldn't be thinking. You want to be killing the husks before they get to the giant pit. It's a lot more manageable by then. So we're going to go all the way back to where they spawn, to the west. So we're going to come all the way back here, and there's going to be a lava bomb that spawns right here. But they're going to spawn all the way across here, all the way over to here. Okay? So this is our pit amp spawns, and you're thinking, okay, now that we have that, what's our best pathway? So if we come up over here to the left, we can see there's a nice little pathway. There's a lot of drop downs and stuff like that. The problem is, there's a big-ass lava bomb here. Of course, it's not going to spawn when I literally walk over here, but there's a lava bomb that, unless you're doing a really complex shift to where you put it up on this hill, which even if you do that, you still have to put block off in this area, this lava bomb is just going to wreck your day. Simple enough. So we're gonna take an alternative route in pathing for our pit amp. The pathing we're going to go over is we're going to build it right now. Okay, so first things first, our pathing is going to be up this hill. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place a wall here, a wall here, a wall here. So first things first, we're going to go up this hill. We're going to place a wall to the right of me, a wall up, a wall to the left, and we're going to face our a wall here, okay? So we're going to walk up this hill, place a floor, a wall, and then we're going to place wall, 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 ceilings above, and then we're going to drop down. So I suggest you just pretty much make a little 90, or not 90, 360 right there. We're going to have the husk drop down here. That wall doesn't need to be there. We're going to keep building. That's not actually going to be there, that roof piece. Just because I'm scared that the husks are going to break through that, walk on top of it, and walk past all this. We're not going to have a roof piece on that. And we're going to have a little timeout room here. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a second timeout room. This one is going to have the roof on both the pieces. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a drop down. So we're going to do similar to the same thing where we place the 3 walls, ceiling above. We're going to surround these in walls. We're going to keep going, place that floor. We're going to have a floor. We're going to have edited low walls. And we're going to re-edit that back into a full wall, and we're going to place a wall on either side of it. Or then, instead of right here, so the natural path the husk want to go, they don't want to go over here and then drop down 4 tiles because that hurts them. They don't like fall damage, so they want to drop down 2 layers at a time if they can. So we're going to bring them down here with our own natural path. So what I suggest you do is edit your cone piece into like this backwards ramp right like that, and bring them down right here. Waterfall down 1, and then place a floor. And this is going to lead them right to your amplifier. And then we could do our amp build, which we just surrounded in a plus, right, chat? Oh my gosh, I'm talking like I'm streaming. But we're going to surround it with a plus. Like this. And then we're going to give them a path to the amplifier, and we're going to place the floor here. They're never going to make it this far, but we're giving them the illusion of doing that. So we're going to come back to these ramps real quick, and back to these edited low wall. We're going to place a ceiling piece above. We're going to place another ceiling piece, and then we're going to put walls on each side of the ceiling piece. And we're going to keep going down doing this little pattern. This is just so we can put the damaging traps on it. But this is our pathway down for the husks. And this should be enough to kill everything by the time they get here. If they don't, that's just really sad. Alright, so that's our general layout of the tunnel. It's really not too complex. We're just bringing them up this ramp. They're dropping down this little hill here. They're walking through here. There's some timeout rooms. They walk through here, and there's going to be a bunch of smasher killing stuff, and then there's going to be ceiling zappers zapping them. They're going to walk down here, and then they're at the amplifier. Okay? So next, let's go over the block off. And this is going to be a heavy block off build. Don't be scared. Block off's not something to fear, but it is something that we're going to have to deal with. So first things first, let's go behind this little wall that we placed next to this natural ramp, and we're going to put a cone behind it. We're going to place that cone. We're going to place a wall behind that. How did I place it above me? That's kind of weird. And then we're going to place another cone. We're going to place another wall. And that should be good, right? So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers in between the husks and their target. This is just going to ensure that they walk here off to the left and go the way we want them to. We're also going to come over here at the bottom of this 1, 2 double ramp. We're going to come right here. We're going to go 1 tile past this little point. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3 walls. We're going to place ramps facing each side of it. And on the left and the right amps, we're going to close them off and make them edited cone pieces. Like this. What this is going to do is prevent any flingers from walking over here and wanting to, like, walk. Literally, they'll walk a marathon. I'm not joking. They'll walk all the way across over here, all the way over here, all the way around, all the way here. They'll walk over to here, drop down, and come to here to throw. So we're trying to prevent that, so that's what we're doing. We're just literally placing those 2 pieces of block off there. And we could potentially surround that pieces of block off in metal if we really want to, like this, which we are going to do. Okay. Next, we're gonna go for the middle block off, or we'll surround the tunnel and block off first. Okay. So we're gonna find the weak points in the tunnels, right? So if they get pushed into this timeout room, right? They have this 1 wall here, and then they're home free. Like they literally have nothing behind it. So behind this wall right here, we're gonna place a cone piece. Edited facing the northwest, and we're going to place 2 walls around it. So we're going to surround it in walls. So that's going to be fine. We're going to come down to this little smasher killer that we made with the low walls and the dynamos where they're supposed to be. We're going to place a cone here facing the southwest. And the wall darts that will be on this wall will still be able to shoot it for it. And we're going to place a... I don't think we placed this wall. I don't think we're going to place that wall. But the wall darts should still be able to shoot through that. And we're going to do, I think, the same for this one right here. And we're going to place this wall. This is just to add additional layering so they don't just go, oh, well, hey, I'm just going to walk this way and then avoid our trap tunnel. Okay? So that should be, like, most of the block off that's necessary on this, like, pathing side, on this left side, to prevent them from not going the way we want them to. Now we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of the block off, and we're going to go over a simple lava bomb shift. We don't need a complex lava bomb shift, but we do need one. So first things first. We're going to try to box the husks that spawn over there. We're going to try to get them to walk all the way over here, right? So we can add 1 layer right here that goes all the way across right here. Simple enough. We can add that layer of walls. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walls across like this. Make sure all this metal is tier 3, as this is going to be the disincentive for the husks to not walk that way. If it's not tier 3 metal, they'll probably walk this way and beat on it. Alright, so now we can't build any walls on this little awkward terrain right here. So we're going to go to this point where we're lined up with the edge of this little cliff, and we're going to place 3 walls here. Okay? So now we have like a little T shape right there. We're going to go to the top of this little ridge. And you're going to see you can place a floor right here. Alright? So we're going to place that floor. We're going to place another floor to the west and another floor to the south. We're going to put a cone on each of these. Okay? And we're going to surround each of those in walls. So let's surround them in walls and surround them in walls. Now that we've done that, you'll see that the husks come right here. They have to beat through this layer. They have to beat through the walls. They have to beat through the cone. Behind this to the southeast, we're going to place a cone, and we're going to face it towards the northwest, and we're going to surround that at walls. So we should have a 2x2 of sandwiches that looks like that. We're going to come to the south, We're going to place a wall with a cone facing the southwest. This is mainly going to be for the husk coming up here, right? So they don't walk this way and beat through this wall. We're going to come all the way over here to the west. We're going to place a cone, and we're going to place it towards the southwest. And it's going to be to make sure that the husks that get that come right here don't just walk right here and start beating through it. We're going to go behind this. So we have a 3x2 of sandwiches right here in this pattern. We're going to go behind this, and we're going to make another little row of sandwiches. So we're going to place these 3 walls, and then we're going to place 3 cones. Each of these are going to be facing the southwest. And we're going to surround those in walls on each side. Okay. Now, for the rest of the block off over here, we're going to place a cone. So we're going to come to this first tile right here. We're going to place a cone, and we're going to face it towards the northwest. We're going to place a cone, edit it so it's facing the west, and then we're going to place another cone and face it towards the southwest. We're going to surround all this in walls. And we're going to go 1 layer back and do that again. Okay, so that should be our middle block off. It looks really extensive, and that's because it is. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. It's really a lot of block off, but it's necessary to get them to go the path that we want. So now we're going to worry about this over here, this lava bomb shift, and we're going to go over a simple lava bomb shift. So first things first, behind these walls that we've already placed, we're going to place cone tiles facing the west. There's going to be 4 of them. Then we're going to place walls behind them. Now we're going to place floor tiles behind that. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 floor tiles. This is going to shift the lava bomb into this spot right here, and it's not going to break any of these structures. Let's pray it doesn't break any of the structures. Yeah, see, it shifted it backwards. Right? So now we can put cones facing the west right here. And we might actually edit these particular ones on the far left side so that they're facing the southwest. Yeah, so I think we're going to do that. So these particular cones right here, we're going to edit facing the southwest. And then we're going to place walls surrounding it. We're then going to come all the way back here, and we realistically can place a cone right here. Face it towards the northwest, and it should be fine from the lava bomb. And I think we can also place a cone right here and surround it in walls, and we can go back doing that. They won't hit them. Let's see. I think this is what I had sketched out. Yeah. So now the lava bomb's right here, right? And none of these tiles are going to break. And now we're going to surround we're going to take at the bottom of this little cliff. We're going to place walls all the way over to this and then towards this cliff. So now all this little area right here, we're just not going to build on. It's just going to be lava bomb. This is a simple lava bomb shift because I'm just putting these 4 floors here. There's way more complex ones. You can even get it up onto this hill over here. But we're not going to do that for simplicity's sake. This isn't an endurance build. This is just going to be for storm shields. So we're going to come all the way over here. We're going to finish this up. We're going to put another sandwich behind this. We're going to surround it in walls. And then we're going to continue this wall that we have. We're going to place 1 wall here and attach it to have a wall, bring it down, and we're going to finish this wall all the way across to over here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 walls, 4 walls. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have a wall below it, 1, 2, 3. And that should be a lot of the block off over on this right side. We're just going to drop down here to make sure that we have it. We're going to place 3 walls like that. Then we're going to place 1 wall here. And that should be the block off that we need for this amplifier. And then we'll place 1 here for just to be sure. Okay. And that should be the block off that we need for this amplifier to get them to path exactly where we want to. Now we're going to talk about spawn trap and lobber shield. Because I know that's you guys' favorite conversation ever. Just kidding. But first things first, we're going to place the lobber shield in spawn trap. So we're going to take we're going to go out at the start of this tunnel. So there's going to be this 2 high ceiling tile. We're going to go out 1, 2. So 1 tile out to the west and then 1 tile out to the south. We're going to put 2 walls above that to the west, and then we're going to place 2 floors above that. This is going to be 3 high, so when this lava bomb hits, we're not going to actually break our tunnel. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. So there's going to be 3 tiles out. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have 3 tiles this way. We're going to have 1 tile that way, and then 2 tiles this way. So it's going to kind of make this little shape right here. The lava bomb shouldn't break it. We're now going to go over here towards where we place those 2 ceiling pieces. We're just going to place ramps connecting to where we just placed that. So ramps connecting all along over to here, and then we're going to stop. The lobbers realistically shouldn't be able to throw from this spot. They can only throw once they get to about right here. So it should be fine to leave that without a lobber shield. Alright, so they can't physically throw from anywhere. We're going to cover this up as well. We're going to place a wall here. So they physically can't throw from anywhere. Alright, so now we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of this. Then we're going to actually place the traps. So this is the fun part of making amplifiers, and the fun part of doing this is placing the traps. So first things first, how do we get the propane off? We're actually going to build a wall right here. But how are we getting the propane off of propane huskies? We're going to place a sound wall here. So any sound wall that you have, I just put 2 reload speed on mine. You can place any one that you want, but there's going to be 2 reload speed sound wall there. We're going to place a sound wall here. And we're going to have your wall launcher of choice. If you can only build 1 wall launcher, I'd say a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher is going to do the most for you. But we're going to place a wall launcher here on this wall and a wall launcher here. I suggest you put a floor tile here as well, and we're going to put a wooden floor spike here. This is just to slow the husk down a little bit. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a sound wall on this right wall. And there's going to be a sound wall right here as well. And a sound wall here. We really don't want propanes going off on this amp. So we're going to have 3 sound walls right here. We're then going to have our 3 times impact wall launcher here. We're going to have a 3 times impact wall launcher here. On this floor, there's going to be a... what is it called? A wooden floor spike and then another wooden floor spike. We might section this side off real quick. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to section this off and then put a little cone right here. Just to make sure nothing goes through there. So as they walk through, they're going to have wall launchers, sound walls, and everything taking their propane off. Which we can realistically probably throw, like, I don't know, a dynamo here. Just in case something does need to get hit. And we just walk in through here. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place some of our damaging traps and our ceiling traps. Because we're missing those at the moment. So first thing, we're going to find our ceiling traps. So we're going to have ceiling electric fields that are going to be here and here. We're going to have ceiling electric field up to here. Here, and here. We're going to also place our ceiling drop trap spawn trap. We're going to come all the way up top here and place on every single tile that we placed. Ceiling tile, that's 3 high. This is going to ensure that all the small stuff dies outside here and delays them so that the smashers can get destroyed by our tunnels. We're going to keep walking through here. Okay, so we have the majority of our traps placed. Now on this wall, we can either place a sound wall or we can place a damaging trap. I'm going to place a damaging trap because realistically, by this point, I think they should have their sound wall off. Because we've had 1 sound wall, 2 sound wall, 3, 4, 5 sound walls to get their propane off. So we're going to come across here. There's going to be another wall dart all the way across right there. And then we're going to have a ceiling electric field right here. This is going to proc even if they're all the way down there. Well, actually, I don't think it will. Hold on. We're going to replace that. We're going to make that a ceiling drop trap. There we go. So they're going to drop all the way down here, right? We're going to place a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher. We're going to place blue or wooden floor spikes. We're going to have a wall dart, 2 broadsides. Because at this point, I don't really care too much about phasing. Or I do care a little bit about phasing, but like if they phase through this wall, it's not really mattering because they're in their timeout room. If they phase through this wall, it doesn't really matter because they're in natural terrain. We're going to put 2 wall launchers. And then at the bottom, there's going to be a retractable floor spike. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher. We're going to have a stagger recycler for this, so there's going to be a quarter low wall. Boom, boom on each side. And then there's going to be a tar pit. This is going to lead into a retractable floor spike, broadsided, and a wall dart timeout room. So, and then we need that wall dart. And then we need ceiling electric fields on top. So, 1 ceiling electric field, 2 ceiling electric field. That's the general timeout room that we're going to have in this build. Is we're going to have the ceiling electric field, or the ceiling zapper, the wall darts, the retractable floor spikes, and broadsides. We're going to keep going forward. We actually might make these into the low ones, like this edit, just because we're going to place a wall dart on that wall, and they'll be able to shoot over it. So we're going to place a wall dart over here on this particular wall, and we're going to have a ceiling electric field on this ceiling tile. We're going to drop down. We're going to absolutely nuke them with a broadside, or what is that called? Wall dart. And then we're going to have a retractable floor spike right here. We're going to keep going forward. There's going to be a tar pit, wall dynamo. Then we're going to have wall darts on the walls across from them. And then there's going to be a ceiling zapper above. So where's our ceiling zapper? So that's the crit rating one. There's our ceiling zapper. We're going to place another ceiling zapper on this tile. And we're just kind of dynamo this, honestly. Dynamo, wall dart. So, same thing all the way down, and we're going to tar pit it all the way down. So, dynamo, wall dart. Dynamo, wall dart. Okay. And then if you really want to, you can place wall lights along these walls, but I don't really think it's going to be necessary at this point in the tunnel. We're going to place another wall dart. And then above, we're going to place a ceiling or a ceiling electric field. They're going to fall down, and then we're just going to have an absolutely, like, nuking tunnel with these wall dynamos. And then we're just going to place a tar pit. And that should be all the traps that we need during this. Realistically, there's not much else, if I'm being real, to this tunnel. We'll go walk through it real quick again. So we're going to have our drop trap tunnel. We're going to have a little bit of a recycling system for all the regular husks. We're going to kill them off, and then it's just going to be smasher killing throughout here with the timeout rooms and the ceiling zappers and the ceiling electric fields and stuff like that. One little revision on Twine Pit Amp that I would make that I didn't cover in the initial recording is literally we can add a wall here, a ceiling tile here, and we can just place a ceiling zapper right here. So where are my ceiling zappers? Do I have any? I'll place a ceiling zapper here and then a wall dynamo here. This is literally the only spot that flingers can throw from here. So if they walk all the way... Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the path that I found from testing. Flingers will walk... No joke. Alright, so there's no, like, good pathing for them. They'll walk all the way from here, down here, all the way around here, to here. They'll walk down here, up the ridge towards bridge. They'll walk up here, all the way over here, walk down this ramp, and throw here. So we're just going to place a little wall and a ceiling here, and this will zap them and kill them with a wall dynamo, and you won't have to worry about them again. But I hope you guys did enjoy this build. If I have any revisions to it, it'll be right after this. But I thank you guys so much. Remember to like and comment on this video if you guys enjoyed it. And realistically, please subscribe to the channel. I make content like this all the time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a lot of fun making these builds for you guys. And as well as consider stopping by my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Mitch_Robs. We have a blast there, and I do stuff like this all the time. I do a lot of MSK help and a lot of just fun. on there, honestly. And consider joining my Discord channel. The link will be below in the description. All right, toodaloos.